You've probably heard that there's a lot of guys on social media who wants to fight me. They want to get in the ring with me, get in the cage with me. They're trying to catch clout. They want to become more famous off of my name. But a guy at my level doesn't fight low-life individuals. But yesterday I get a message from one of my fans. I got 2 messages from him. One message was, this guy is making a bunch of content about you, but he claims that he knows you and he kicked your ass when you guys were young.
Welcome back to the Bubba YouTube channel. Let's get a Bubba army in the chat. Well, y'all, the AMU, the Alpha Male Universe that we've made together has been going utterly crazy, like big old cow udders. Whoa. Okay, I don't even know why I said that, and I don't even know why I showed that. Moving on, I don't even know why I say half the shit I do. That's the problem you get when you start freestyling on the mic, right? Well, Princess Azoulay, he is no stranger in the AMU. He has been crashing out like crazy. The meltdowns have been ongoing non-stop, and I really think that this video is perhaps one of the most unhinged rants I've ever seen from him. This whole situation is really bad, and I have to make an announcement that is a very sad one, and it's that a good friend of mine, Mudpit, has had his channel taken down on YouTube. I'm trying to raise awareness. He is a very well-beloved, honorable member in this niche, and it's a huge blow. It's a devastating blow that he's gone. Ever since Mudpit uploaded Azoulay's first response video, a lot of shady stuff happened to his channel. Now, I'm not saying that Azoulay did do this, right? That he did take down his channel. I'm just saying that's very suspicious, because you know what? I'm a man of honor. I'm not gonna say things that are slanderous, unlike that lame who said I hired a sicario against his mom. Like, what type of bullshit is that, right? Well, that is what I had to say. Hopefully John Bravo's lawyer watches this video and maybe we can do something for Mudpit. Now let's get in the flow state together. Let's get bubbly with it, and let's get this show on the road.
I remember him in the video clowning on Bubba as well. Again, you are the typical bully picking on dudes that you know or you believe that you can beat, right? So here's what we're gonna do for Julie. I'm challenging you man to man to a bare knuckle match. All right? I remember in one of your videos, you said you call boxing pillow fights. Right, interesting.
So before we can go into the Azoulay video, we first have to establish some context, okay? Ryan Ayra, he's an individual who went to school with Azoulay, right? He knows him, I would say, probably better than anybody here on YouTube, so he's like the subject matter expert. And he called out Azoulay, point blank and simple, to a bare knuckle fight because according to Azoulay, I guess boxing is just pillow fighting, right? So Azoulay tried to pretend that he didn't know Ayra. He was like, I don't know who that guy is, right? And yeah, so let's get into that.
Make this short and straight to the point. There's a guy from my area that I just found out about today who is claiming a lot of shit about me, that he says that he knew me. Now this is, I take a little personal. And why I take it personal? Because this is someone from my area. There's a lot of fucking goons out there trying to fight me all over the internet, all over the world. I don't care about them. But there is a guy right now who claims things that never ever happened. And I want to put an end to this really quick. His name is Ryan. He claims that we went to the same school together. Possibly, I don't remember the guy. Never seen him in my life. But more than that, he claims that he punched me in my nose. Never happened. And that I ran off to the dean. Never happened. And that he knew the girl. That also never happened. And he said that there is a friend of his that I gave a shit ton of steroids and that he almost died. That also never happened because I've never given anybody steroids. But he keeps running his mouth. And on top,
You know, when you lose credibility here on the internet, nobody's going to take your word anymore. Nobody's going to give you the benefit of the doubt. This is a guy that claims that he was clear unit special forces, whatever, right? I have mentioned this so many times, but it's just one of his many lies, right? He can never get this story straight, and you're about to witness even more lies later on in this video. But I find it very strange that Azoulay would go word for every single claim by Ryan. That's not really like something that would instill into the audience that you don't truly know them when you list off every single detail, and especially when you do something like this.
and now he says he wants to have a bare knuckle fight with me. So I check out his page, and every single video is about me. The guy is obsessed. But my fan also sends me a screen recording of this guy's story from yesterday, where his girlfriend broke up with him because he was giving too many hugs to her daughter. So he calls me a pedophile, but at the end of the day, his girl left him because he seems like a pedophile. But this guy is heavily on drugs. And honestly, I don't like to trash talk people, and you guys know that already. But shit's gotta get handled. So I made a video on YouTube.
Sure, little bro. Sure, you know nothing about Ryan Ayra. Azoulay's just trying to hide behind his whole fan concept. His fans scouted out all of this information. There is legitimately probably less than 5 Azoulay Glazers out there. I mean, there is no way there's more than 5 out there. This guy has botted his subscribers. His subscriber count hasn't changed one number since all of this controversy happened. The guy is getting absolutely ratioed by JD Delay, 800 views in 3 hours with 500,000 subscribers. If it doesn't make sense, if you think it doesn't make sense, it probably fucking doesn't make sense, right? Maybe, is that a quote that Azoulay, devised or whatever? I don't know. Anyway, it is just an absolute joke. And so I actually reached out to Ryan Ayra in the Bubba Discord, link down below, and I asked him some questions because, I wanted to do my due diligence. Not that I owe Azoulay anything, but I just owe finding out the truth due diligence, right? And you know what? If you've actually been enjoying this video, then hit that subscribe button. So let's get into those juicy texts. So, like I said, Ryan is in the Bubba Discord, and he had this to say in response to my question because I wanted to find out what was going on. He said, basically, I told her she's crazy, getting upset that her daughter gives me more hugs than she gives her own mother, and that she's jealous, and if she's going to be upset over me being a caring stepdad, then this is not the relationship for me. So I followed it up, right? I said, okay, I just wanted to clarify, I'll be using this in a video. I know the audience will appreciate your transparency. He followed that up with correct. She was upset that the daughter has a better relationship with me than herself and her father because they are both cold-hearted people and I'm a very caring guy. I think people respect you more that you answered our questions so honestly and didn't beat around the bush like Azoulay did. Ryan responded saying, yeah bro, because I have nothing to hide. I'm fully transparent with my life and that's how I've always been. I make $5,000 a month as a substance abuse counselor. I'm not balling by any means, but I love what I do. I actually help people rather than bullshit them into buying some ridiculous course. Very ironic for him to say I live in my mom's basement when he actually lives with his parents. I'm the one that actually has his own place and pays my own bills. I drive a 2010 Toyota Tacoma and I'm proud of it. And you know what? I give a big respect to Ryan for just answering our questions just so point blank because Azoulay is accusing this guy of some very serious things. And I personally believe that Azoulay is trying to just ruin this guy's name. And I find it extremely crazy that this is going on. And I just wanted to, set the record straight about all of this, let you guys decide, right, what you think. And that is basically what I wanted to do because Azoulay is making some insane claims slandering this guy. I mean, it's just ridiculous, y'all. I mean, truly, people, these sickos like Azoulay have completely lost their mind, and there's really nobody to check them, and it's just only Bubba Army and a few content creators trying their best to keep this monster lame in check. So let's continue on with the video because there's a whole lot more. I just needed to have all of this context set out so that we could, better understand the story.
But he keeps running his mouth. And on top of that, now he calls me out and says he wants a bare knuckle fight. First of all, why is this guy so obsessed with me? And second of all, why are you lying about shit that never happened? That sounds absolutely idiotic. You're trying to make content on my name. Your YouTube channel is King Azoulay channel. You obviously know nobody's going to listen to you, and that's why you talk about me. You're not that interesting. Now, I hate fighting with people because I wasn't here to fight. I didn't get on the internet to fight. But if I fight somebody, they have to be worthy of it. Give me Andrew Tate. Give me Conor McGregor. Give me Jake Paul. Give me Mike Tyson. Give me Mayweather. It's all about money and fame. But I created fame for myself. And now I'm the most fucking famous person on the internet today. I'm the most talked about influencer. Whether it's good or bad, I don't give a fuck.
Did this guy really say give him Mike Tyson or Mayweather? I can't take this shit seriously, y'all. This guy is an absolute payaso, bro. And then he wants to say that he's the most famous man on the internet. My videos, right? I'm grateful for every view, maybe from 20,000 views and up, but I'm not getting like tens of millions of views. Actually, I'm rather upset that people like Moist Critical or really big YouTubers haven't found this story yet. Like, this guy is worse than EDP. I think that's what his name was, right? That story went mega viral, and I just don't know why Azoulay hasn't been picked up yet by a really big YouTuber, because we're trying to fight the good fight. But this guy is insufferable, man. And there just hasn't yet been enough eyes on this story. And then he wants to claim that he built fame for himself or whatever. What fame? You bought your followers. Like, you literally bought them. I don't know a single Azoulay glazer. I seriously don't. I only know one, and it's Grand Multiplier, who is, oh god, that's a whole other story. If you're in the Bubba Discord, then you know the name, right? But what is this guy talking about, right? It's the cringe. It's so cringe. I almost can't take it, but let's continue on. Let's just sip the shit through the straw. You know what? I'm not even gonna make the sound effect. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, all the shit you guys are coming up with, it's all a lie. And you guys will know it soon. It's all bullshit. I never did anything to any girl. And I believe that a lot of you guys already know that. Because if you go to my last video, you'll see that I put out an article that explains exactly what happened. But this Ryan guy is a fucking clown. But you know what? Maybe he's not a clown. But I'll tell you what it is. You remember in school when they said kids don't use drugs? It's because Ryan is the end results of that. He's highly addicted to drugs. He's on drugs every time he makes a video. And I think he claimed that I somehow tried to attack him on messages or something, or I send him messages from fake accounts. Like, you think I have time for you? All I have time for is my fucking lovely life. I don't have time for people at the bottom. You're so low, I can't see you. Doesn't matter how much you scream. But you claiming things, and you live in my area, saying things like that happen when they never have, that to me is absolutely crazy. Really. That's crazy, and you need real help. True help. And unfortunately, it seems like in your videos, you live either in your mother's basement, your mother's fucking garage, you're in the dungeon.
What's up with bro pacing back and forth like nonstop? You know, I've been watching the video for, I mean, what does it say? Like 15 minutes or whatever, right? And we've been seeing Azoulay pace back and forth like in a very nervous fashion, a usual tell that you can see when people are lying to you, as well as they will look away when they speak. This guy doesn't even have the bolas, right, to look a camera into the eye when he says his bullshit. Like, this guy's alfalfa. Like, oh, and he wants to say that Ryan lives in his mom's basement. This guy literally lives with his parents, and he's like almost 40 or whatever. I mean, hey, if you're almost 40 and you're living with your parents and you're on hard times, and okay, you know, I'm gonna understand you and your situation, okay? Everything is different. But when it comes to the king, as he would say it, I mean, do kings live with their mommy and their daddy? No? Like, what the fuck? Okay, you know what? Let's just keep going on. The brain rot continues.
You're in the dungeon. You're on drugs. And you're not doing anything with your life. And making content about me, soon what are you going to do? What are you going to talk about? Huh? Who are you going to talk about? You're going to keep talking about me forever? Is that how obsessed you are with me? Well, let's make it clear. You got to pay to play. Show us that you have $250,000 in your account, and I'll set up a fight just because this is personal. I'll set up a fight with UNF. We'll do an MMA fight. I'm ready today, I'm ready tomorrow, I'm ready any fucking time you want. We'll do it legit, we'll do it legal. And don't worry, after I put you to sleep in the cage, I'll go ahead and give you a hug. And I'll tell you, you got some balls coming in here with me. But it's time for you to get off the internet. Unless your next video is about you fighting me and showing us that you have $250,000, because that's going to go into an escrow account. You're going to sign a waiver and we'll set up a fight. But your money has to go first into an escrow account to show that you are really all about your fucking talk. Because if not, you're all bullshit. And we don't have time to set up a whole event for bullshit. Events cost money. But you want to catch more clout? No problem. You want to try to catch this fade? No problem. Believe me, I've had over 1,000 fights in my life. I'm not worried from one more.
Did this guy really say he's fought 1,000 fights? 1,000 fights. This guy thinks he's like Bukao or something. Like, where's the evidence, bro? Like cauliflower ears, scarring on your face, knuckles, anything? No, not a shred of evidence for these 1,000 imaginary fights. Oh, okay, you know, just spewing caca from your boca, right? I mean, it's just ridiculous, bro. All this guy does is spew caca every day here on YouTube, his Instagram, or wherever he posts, right? It's unbelievable how much one man would dig his own hole and lie incessantly. I understand at the end of the day, some of this is rage bait, but if you know anything about Azoulay, he legitimately believes the things he says, and that's what makes the AMU, that's what makes all of this crazy, is that he's not even rage baiting. He's like doing something beyond rage baiting. Azoulay baiting? I have no idea, right? But at the end of the day, he's dodging Ryan. He's trying to change the terms and conditions. You really would trust this guy with $250,000? Hell no, right? Ryan challenged him to a bare knuckle fight because Azoulay wanted to say that boxing or using gloves is for pillow fighting, right? That's what Azoulay said. And now he wants to say, oh, I'm going to set up something official. It's going to cost you $250,000. No. Accept what Ryan said with the bare knuckle fighting, or you're just dodging this man. Point blank and simple. I mean, literally everybody is going to come to the same conclusion, and everyone's just going to know you, Azoulay, as a lame coward who avoided Ryan's call out.
I'm not worried from one more. I'm 35. I wasn't looking to fight unless I'm going to make $100 million. But since you're making this personal, let's go ahead and run it. Make the next video. Show us that you have the money. And we'll run it. And if you're going to make another video saying, he just wants money. Again, you're a loser. You're nobody. You have nothing to lose. We clearly know that. You don't live my life. You don't have what I have. You haven't worked for the success that I worked for. That's why I'm the guy out there that everybody talks about. Because I came from nothing and I made it to the top. And if you want to be seen at the top, even though you get knocked out and go to sleep, you want to be seen at the top? Go ahead. Let's run it. But show us that you got money. Maybe fucking start a GoFundMe account. That's going to be a little bit better for you. Because we all know you're fucking broke. Get off the internet and make that last video the money video. Other than that, shut the fuck up and stop running your mouth about me. Because you don't know shit about me, and you also don't know me, and never fucking met me in your life, bitch.
That was some intimidating shit at the end, Azoulay. Man, my pantalones are filled with caca, man. That was some tough shit, bro. Well, Azoulay, once again lying, saying that he worked from the bottom, that he had nothing. We all know that mommy and daddy were rich and then he inherited a bunch of it or just lives off of their funds or businesses or whatever, right? Azoulay is such a lame. I honestly can't even comprehend how a grown man would be able to look themselves in the mirror and say, I'm alfalfa. Oh my God, man. This video was a doozy. It was entertaining. The AMU, it's a crazy place. And if you're a new or returning viewer who just hasn't subscribed yet and you made it this far, then hit that subscribe button and let me know you've joined the Bubba Army. I've received thousands of comments over the past few days, so if I miss a comment or two, guys, I'm really sorry, right? But you can always say hello in the Bubba Discord. I'm more active over there. It's just starting to get crazy here on the YouTube channel, and I'm beyond grateful for all of the growth that we've experienced because none of this happens if it's not for you, right? The community, the audience, you are the ones that make this a special place. Not me, you do. And I love the Bubba Army and what we're doing here in this space. We're doing something special. So hopefully I see you in a future video and I'll catch you in another AMU episode. Until then, later.